Hello guys, this is Dr. Chandni, your pediatric faculty from ADRPLEXUS. I'm really happy to meet you all back again through this very small video. So what is this video about? What is this discussion? This is about a very, very important topic in your path of revision, which is nothing but how to plan your revision. This is the revision planner for pediatrics. So I hope all of you have this revision planner with you. So this would have the 20 chapters which we have discussed in our workbook, and how much time we have to give for first time reading, second time reading, and for quick revision as well. So the first time reading, if you see the total, it comes around 900 minutes. That is like around 15 hours you'll be spending. Within that, you can finish the whole of pediatrics the first time for quick reading. And for the second reading, it will take only half of that is the 450 minutes. And for quick revision, just 240 minutes. Okay, so you're going to spend only 4 hours for quick revision for pediatrics. Okay? So what we'll do in this discussion is for each chapter, what is where you have to spend more time, what is that you have to concentrate. That is what we are going to discuss. Fine. So if you look here, this is the first chapter, growth. So for growth, I have told that for the first time reading, you have to spend 15 minutes. So in every topic, we have already given the important topics which mandatory you should cover and how many questions have been asked, right, in the workbook. So here, you can spend around 1 or 2 minutes on the definitions, yes, and the patterns of growth, very important, the growth curves recently asked in the exam as well. Then on the various parameters, weight, height, the upper segment, lower segment ratio, arm span and its importance, mid-parental height, head circumference, all these you're going to spend around 2 minutes each. That is what is, because no much of concepts, just you're going to revise. 2 minutes each is enough. Finally, the bone age assessment is what X-ray you will take, and the growth charts. How to interpret the growth charts, because that was also asked in the recent question. Finally, 2 to 3 minutes on this table, because this is the various inches can be asked. How you are going to categorize them on whether as underweight, stunting, or wasting. Finally, short stature, where you are going to spend some amount of time in understanding what is short stature, the difference between constitutional and familial short stature, and the various scenarios which we have discussed. And two important things, that is achondroplasia and osteogenesis imperfecta, each 1 to 2 minutes, that is enough for spending this. Dentition, it will take around 5 minutes for you to understand this. And some abnormalities of head shape, 2 to 3 minutes is enough for this. Puberty SMR staging questions can be asked, so just go through that, just give a glance on the highlighted points which we have done in the work. And what is the onset of puberty in girls and what is the onset of puberty in boys, that is important in this chapter. Okay, so if you spend some amount of time on short stature, where you will be spending around 15 to 20 minutes, because understanding is important. All others just brush through in 5 to 10 minutes. You will be able to complete this chapter by 30 to 40 minutes itself. So I have given you a grace time of 15 minutes, right? So that is for growth. And the second time when you are going to read, it is just the half of it. Fine. Yes. Next, coming to the important topic, another topic, development. So development, spend time on the important milestones which we have discussed. Yes, the gross motor important milestones, 5 to 10 minutes, fine motor 5 to 10 minutes, language, social adaptive, another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Finally, how to calculate the development quotient is important. Red flags, signs, 2 minutes you will spend on this. Behavioral disorders, just go through what is that and the important drugs and treatment you will do. Each disorder just take 2 minutes, that is enough. So you'll be having another 5 to 6 disorders here. Spend 2 to 3 minutes on each disorder, that is enough. Okay, so this chapter you will be easily completing it in 40 minutes. So a grace time of 5 minutes is being given here. Okay, the next chapter, very, very important, is nutrition. So nutrition, you can see so many questions have been asked. Okay, so what is important in this chapter is SAM, difference between marasmus and kwashiorkor. Spend 5 minutes here. SAM criteria, very, very important, and the treatment of SAM. SAM alone will take you at least 15 minutes for you to read it again for the first time. The whole of treatment of SAM you're going to do. Then obesity, spend 1 to 2 minutes on obesity. Micronutrients, vitamin A is very important. The classification is important, 5 minutes on that. Vitamin D, another very important topic. At least 5 to 7 minutes you'll be needing for studying vitamin D. Then refractory rickets, the flow chart which we have discussed. Please, for last minute revision also, read this and go. Other B complex vitamins, you just give a glance on what is what vitamin, deficiency, what it is going to cause. That is enough. Okay, pellagra image is important, 4Ds is important. Then all others you will spend 2 to 3 minutes. That is fine. So on and total, this subject, this chapter will also need at least 30 to 40 minutes. You can easily wind it up within that time itself. Yes. The next chapter is infections. Infections, another important chapter. So infections, you will be having at least 7 congenital infections. I request at least take 5 minutes for each congenital infection. So 5 minutes for each congenital infection. Every congenital infection is important here. Okay, then some pediatric infections where you will be studying in detail on measles is important. Parvovirus, yet another important topic. Diphtheria, recent question asked. So these three study in detail, spend more time on it. And subtypers, expect questions from this topic because it is a recent sensation now, so you can expect question here also. And two important things, pediatric TB and pediatric HIV, where you might need at least 5 to 7 minutes on each topic. Okay. So in TB, you will be reading the regimens and all, the categories. And HIV, this flowchart is important. Please read this flowchart 2 times at least. So this ends our infection. So infections, 30 minutes we have given. So if you have completed the micronutrients early, you can take time for infections also. But all other infections, 2 to 3 minutes, and for 5 to 7 minutes for HIV and TB is more than important for infections. Immunization, what you will do is that concentrate on the schedule. 2 to 3 minutes is enough. Type of vaccines. Then each vaccine 2 to 3 minutes is enough. So 4 to 5 vaccines we would have discussed. So each vaccine spend 2 to 3 minutes. Finally, cold chain and ILR 1 minute. Just look at the images. And vaccination special situations 5 minutes. Okay. Finally, the strains and what is Mission Indradhanush, you will complete immunization with that. So immunization will be taking around 50 minutes. So you can spend 5 to 6 minutes at least on the vaccines, individual vaccines, special situation 10 to 15 minutes. All others, cold chain and other miscellaneous topics, you can finish in the next few minutes. Then important, which is neonatology. I have given 100 minutes for neonatology. So if you have remembered, we took 1 whole day to complete neonatology. Expect more questions from this topic. So take it slow, 100 minutes. So you'll be giving at least 1.5 hours for neonatology. More than enough to complete this. Okay. So important difference between IUG, asymmetric and asymmetric. Common neonatal conditions, just spend in these 2 to 3 pages, you'll be spending around 2 to 3 minutes. That is enough. Difference between caput and cephalhematoma is important. And here, just read the components, that is enough. Don't spend more time on this. Okay, and preterm baby, kangaroo mother care components, 5 minutes on preterm baby. NRP, where you will be spending at least 15 minutes for you to understand. Okay, so the first time when you are reading, you will spend at least 15 minutes on this. And the next time, for the second revision, if you are going to do, I have already given this cheat code, right? All of you would have written this. So this cheat code, if you read itself, whatever we have studied in NRP should come to your mind. The page memory is important. Okay, so for second, third time, don't go and read, keep on reading everything. Okay, first time you read everything. Second and third time, when you're going to read this cheat code, everything should come to your mind. Everything will fall in place. Fine? Yes. Apgar score, spend 2 to 3 minutes on Apgar score. And hypothermia, 2 to 3 minutes. Breastfeeding, 5 minutes. Respiratory distress, which will include RDS, TTN, congenital diaphragmatic hernia, TEF. Okay, the whole of that you will be needing 15 minutes. Okay, yes. Then sepsis, 2 to 3 minutes you will need. Necrotizing enterocolitis, read only the highlighted points which you have done. Don't read the whole table, only the highlighted points. Perinatal asphyxia, another 2 to 3 minutes. Seizures, a part of perinatal asphyxia, another 2 minutes. Jaundice, you will be needing at least 7 minutes. Okay, whole of jaundice, please study in detail. Breastfeeding, breast milk jaundice, recent question also came. So study that in detail. Spend around 7 to 10 minutes if you want. Okay. Finally, miscellaneous topics. Just wind the miscellaneous topic in another 4 to 5 minutes, and you will be completing the whole of newborn in 100 minutes. Okay. So that is more than enough. If you're not able to complete in that time, it is fine. So just stop where you are and then go on to the other chapters. When you have excess time and buffer time in other chapters, you can come in and again complete the leftover topics. Okay. So newborn is over. The next topic is rheumatology. Rheumatology, short topic. You're going to concentrate on only 3 things here. Juvenile dermatomyositis, question can be asked, image. Kawasaki, important. HSP. Only these three things you are going to concentrate. So 15 minutes is more than enough for your rheumatology. The next topic is GIT, gastrointestinal system. So GIT, where all to concentrate? IMLCA diarrhea. Take time in that. IHPS is very important. 5 minutes. Other surgical causes like interception is important. Another 2 to 3 minutes. Celiac disease, 2 to 3 questions came in the recent exam. So 5 to 6 minutes please spend on that. Hirschsprung, another 3 minutes. Extrahepatic biliary atresia, Wilson disease. Both together you can spend around 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. So in total for GIT we have given 60 minutes, more than enough. So if you're doing it properly, you can complete it in 45 to 50 minutes itself. Then comes the cardiovascular system, another system which needs a lot of concepts for you to revisit. So I have given it 18 minutes. Okay? So 18 minutes, you will spend at least 15 minutes on fetal circulation. So the whole of umbilical cord, fetal circulation, the concepts which we have discussed in the class. Fine? Yes. Then NADA's criteria. This is just like an one-liner, right? So just one-liner, you just take another 2 to 3 minutes to revise this. Classification of heart diseases, 2 to 3 minutes. And each heart disease, you take at least 3 to 4 minutes. That is enough. ASD, BSD, PDA, in cyanotic, cough. Okay, all this will take 3 to 4 minutes. Others are miscellaneous like your TGA, TAPVC, Epstein's, your TAPVR and all, image-based questions. So images and the key point alone you are going to study. So all of that will take only 10 minutes. Then important topic here, rheumatic fever, where you are going to spend more time. So which will take another 10 minutes for you, rheumatic fever. Infective endocarditis, 2 to 3 minutes, you will just see what the pediatric point of infective endocarditis which we have discussed. Right? So miscellaneous topics, 2 to 3 minutes. So totally we have given around 80 minutes for CVS, more time on fetal circulation, more time on rheumatic fever. These are the two important topics which you are going to cover in CVS. RS is also important. So RS triad is important. ALTB and group differences, 5 minutes. Foreign body, 7 minutes. Pneumonia, IMLCA classification, very important, 5 minutes. At least 5 minutes. And asthma. Asthma, for you to understand asthma, it will take 10 minutes. Cystic fibrosis, please spend time on understanding the mechanism, pathogenesis. So 10 minutes on cystic fibrosis. Okay, so total of 15 minutes. So with what I have told, you should complete it by 45 minutes and the grace time of 5 minutes to be having if you are not able to complete it. Okay, that is RS. Next CNS. CNS, what we have given here is CNS, we have given 60 minutes total. So why so much of time for CNS? Because only small topics we are going to study, but for the retaining capacity is less. So you have to repeat at least study certain topics. Seizures is important. Types of seizures, West syndrome, absent seizures, juvenile myoclonic epilepsy. All these 5 minutes you will spend. Febrile seizure, 10 minutes, important topic. Status epilepticus, another 5 minutes. Hydrocephalus, another 5 minutes. Meningitis, 10 minutes. CT, 5 to 7 minutes. Urocutaneous syndromes and miscellaneous, the whole of this you will take another 10 minutes. Okay, so 15 minutes I have given. 50 to 60 minutes I have given for central nervous system. But when you're going to do the second time, it is only half of the 30 minutes. Okay, so first time alone, you might need some time for the status epilepticus management and meningitis and all to memorize the table. The table is very important in meningitis. Okay, so this will take some of your time. Okay, this table is important. That is for CNS. So after this, what we have is neuromuscular disorder, where we are going to study about the dystrophy. So spend time on Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Duchenne muscular dystrophy and SME. Okay, hardly 10 to 15 minutes on this chapter, that's all. Then comes the renal system, very important topic for NEET PG as well as INICET. So where I have given 55 minutes for renal system. Okay, in detail you have to study, everything is important. PIGM, 5 to 7 minutes. Nephrotic syndrome, it will take 10 minutes for you to understand this and read all these definitions. UTI, another 7 minutes. Obstructive uropathy and PUB, another 7 minutes. HUS, another 7 minutes. Caput, the whole of caput will take you around 10 to 15 minutes. Okay? And finally, the important flowchart which we have made in the class, which is the tubular disorders of kidney. For you to understand this flowchart, 10 minutes to 15 minutes definitely. Okay. So the whole of renal system we are going to complete in 55 minutes. Less than an hour, we are going to complete renal system. All other systems which are going to follow are small topics. So we'll be hardly giving 45 minutes to 30 to 40 minutes. That is what we are going to do for the other systems. Genetics, just go through the chart. This you have already studied in pathology as well as biochemistry. So go through it and the diseases. Down syndrome, please study in detail. Turner syndrome, study in detail. Spend time on these two. All others, just go through and see what is there in that. Fine. Hematology, iron deficiency is important. Thalassemia is important. And in bleeding manifestations, hemophilia and ITP. These 4 topics, very important in detail you are going to study. All other topics, spend 5 minutes. That is enough. So the total for hematology we have kept is 40 minutes. Okay. Next is oncology. So oncology, please focus on ALL. ALL treatment can be asked. So this table is important. Then AML images and the FAB classification of AML. And neuroblastoma, LCH. These 2 are important. So many times questions have been asked. Neuroblastoma, LCH. All others are miscellaneous topics in oncology. So oncology, 25 minutes is more than enough for you to study the whole of oncology. Next comes IEM, Inborn errors of metabolism. So this I request you to study in conjunction with biochemistry, how we have studied in the class. So please learn the pathway, then go to the disease. Very important is glycogen storage disorders. Okay, each type is very important in that. And here PKU is important. Alkaptonuria is important. The urine orders. Okay, just go through this. Lipid metabolism, just know the name and what is that problem you will get here. Gaucher disease, very important. This image, important. All others are miscellaneous. Okay. So here you are going to spend time on the glycogen storage disorders, galactosemia, PKU. That is very important where we are going to spend time. A total of 45 minutes. Together with biochemistry, please read this chapter. Next, endocrine system, hypothyroidism, congenital. How to screen for that? Congenital hyperplasia. This flowchart is important. Diabetes mellitus, DKA in children, this flowchart. Okay, so 2 flowcharts are important in this chapter. So in total endocrine system, you will be spending 30 minutes. So 10 minutes for each of these 3 topics is enough. 30 minutes will be spending. Finally, the pediatric emergencies where you will do the pulse and then how to calculate all-day Sager and certain poisonings and the miscellaneous topics which we have done. Hardly you will take 30 minutes. 30 minutes is not needed. 20 minutes is more than enough. So give that buffer time of 10 minutes for covering what you have not covered. So in 900 minutes, you will be completing the whole of pediatrics for the first time. Half of what you have done here is needed for second time. Okay, the concepts you will not again go through the concepts. Concept study stay in your mind. When you see the flowcharts, when you see that page memory should kick in and you should be able to recall everything. See, that is second time. Quick revision is where you will spend time only on those highlighted points, only on wherever we have put star and all, we have put the important topic. And for previous question, we have put Q in the class. So those topics you will spend for quick revision. Okay, you will not go again and read the same thing for the quick revision. Able to understand? So the quick revision is hardly, you will be needing only 4 hours for the whole of pediatrics. Okay, so this is an average student can do this. So if you are well ahead of it, it is fine. Okay, if you're thinking that it is fine, it is difficult for me. So please note down the chapters which is very difficult for you to cover and the chapters which is very easy. So you can brush up these chapters which is easy, and for those other chapters where you are not able to cover, you can use those buffer time. Fine. So please use this planner. I hope this planner will be useful for you in your preparation. So all the very best for your exams. Hoping to see you all come in flying colors. Take care. Bye.